people. What up, good people?
Hey.
I'm Wayman.
I'm Robbie.
And this is Love, Logic, Laughter. I'm trying to do it with a little more enthusiasm this time. My sister was talking about me. She was like, oh, you so rehearsed. Love, Logic, Laughter, you know.
It was on that last one.
Add a little more excitement? Yeah. Okay.
We good,
cool. Hey, look, check it out. Before y'all even go forward, right now, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button.
Follow us on Instagram.
Follow us on IG. We'll put that in there. And send this to somebody. Rinse and repeat. And you tell them to do that. Like, subscribe, share. We just going to keep doing it over and over and over.
I think it's going to do that.
All right, cool.
There's no other way.
All right. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I'm good. We're rested. We had
a huge event.
A long week.
Yeah.
Shout out to the experience. Shameless plug. Shout out to the experience, events, and design.
Thanks.
Huh?
You
hear me?
We had a big one this weekend.
Whatever you need. Wedding.
Corporate. Parties.
Quinceañera. Bar mitzvah. If you need health and wellness consulting.
Here we are.
For your business or corporation, we just don't do events. We do it all. It's health and wellness consulting. Is that? You see, that wasn't rehearsed. Come on, man. I'm just being the husband that I can be.
Thanks, babe.
All right. But let's get to it.
Okay, y'all know how we start every time. We got Dr. Word Up.
Hey. Yo. For real, though.
What's our question for today? What you got?
So check this out. I'm out with this new little chick because I broke up with my chick last week because she was all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I got another dilemma, man. We go into this little restaurant, nice little restaurant. I let her choose the restaurant.
Okay.
And so she ordering steaks and shrimps and fillets. Okay. And I'm like, okay, you already know. I'm thinking, it's going down tonight, And so it's our first date, and it comes to the paying of the check. And I got my half.
Right.
That's something. I got my half. And so I pull out my money.
Okay.
And she was like, wait a minute, that ain't enough for both of us, baby.
Well, make it enough.
I said, did I eat both meals?
Oh.
Huh?
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
So I was like, you expect me to pay for the whole thing, huh? She was like, well, that's what I thought was going to happen. Well, I was like, well, you thought wrong. So my question to you is, should the man pay for the whole date?
I'm going to let you start, Wayman.
Didn't I start the last one?
I'm going to let you start, and then I'll come in.
Okay, so I look at this two ways.
And ladies, I got y'all.
All right, so if we're going out for the first time, all right, well, let me ask this question. Would this be us already in a relationship, or is this us kind of get to knowing each other, we going out for a date, or both?
Let's say it's a date. Maybe it's the second date.
Second date.
Okay.
Second date. I'll pay. I'll pay. Second date, I'll pay. My thing is, I don't have an issue with paying, but I would want you to pay at some point, or at least at least act like you want to pay. Yeah, make the gesture. Act like you want to pay, because then I just really want to see what, I want to see what you about.
Okay.
I want to see, like, are you just want to receive, like, oh, he's supposed to do this. I want to see if you're willing to pay. I might stop you, but the fact that you pull out your pocketbook, you know what I'm saying, to pay, it just makes a man
feel good.
Yes, feels good. Hey.
So here's what I think.
Okay.
I feel like on maybe the first or second date, since we were talking about second date, I feel like the guy is still paying. I feel like you are still trying to court me.
Right.
You are trying to get to know me. And so you probably would have asked me out on that date. So I feel like you would probably be paying for it. Now, if we're talking about maybe fourth, fifth date, let me go back. And I would leave the tip. I mean, you could pay for the meal. I probably would leave the tip, and I might would even get our dessert or something like that. But the fourth or fifth date, now that's when I will be reaching in my purse trying to make that gesture or make sure that I pay because I'm just that type of lady. I wanna make you feel good too, because that's just how I was raised. And then, treat you like the king that I'm hoping, that you'll be because we're trying to get to know each other.
Okay. Now, we'll say this. Now, I agree. Fourth or fifth date, Now, my thing is, I don't think that you should dictate where we're going.
Okay.
If I'm paying, we don't need to go to the best of the best.
Okay.
Because I don't even know if I'm gonna like you.
Whoa.
No, for real. For real. If this is the first or second date.
So I can't tell you I want 5 stars. You may want to take me to a walk in the park or something, is what you're saying.
Come on now.
Or somewhere else, and it's getting to know you. I should be good with that. I shouldn't say, oh, you have to take me to a 5-star restaurant.
We're not gonna drive through it.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna hit the drive-through. But then straight out the gate, we're not going 5-star because that's me. It makes it seem like I'm trying to impress you with money.
Oh, okay.
I don't need to impress you with money. I need to impress you with who I am.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Heart, mind, and soul.
Hey.
Okay.
But the thing, like the wallet, again, we're not going to drive through it, but we're not going to 5-star because, so what if we get first or second date?
Unless that's what you want to do.
Yes. Now, yes. If that's what a man wants to do.
It depends on if that's what the man wants to do. But ladies, I feel like we shouldn't tell them. We can't dictate where, because I've been on.
So you just took over when I was trying to. No, go ahead though. Go ahead.
I was trying to have your.
You dictating what I'm saying.
I was trying to have your back, but okay.
No, go ahead.
I'm just saying, I've had good dates where you go to a park or you go somewhere that's not expensive.
Who took you on a date to the park? I don't even want to know. Go ahead.
Bro, don't you do
All right, yeah, we're not going down there.
Okay, so in those type of instances, like I still may have, fun, and you didn't have to break the bank, but I got to know other parts of you, your fun and adventurous, creative side.
I don't like the way you wording all of this. You got to know other parts of you. Like,
come on, stay on track. Golly.
I'm saying, Donnie, did you on my other parts of you? I'm like, wait a minute now. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me get back on track. So, back to the original point. First or second date, I don't think we need to 5-star. Okay. Yeah, we'll have a great time, but I don't know if I'm going to like you. So, if I'm not going to like you, why spend all this money? Your conversation could be trash. You could be selfish. You can't be. You could stink. The list could go on.
You could stink.
I'm just throwing out. Could be's. But right. Like this. That's what came. Sorry, that's what shot to my head.
Sorry,
like you smell lovely right now.
Thank you.
You smell lovely. So that's not why I said it. But so my thing is, like, I don't believe that you should just pay a ton of money. Like, again, you don't need to drive through it, but we can keep it in the middle. And then once we find out if we are gelling and we're matching, then yeah, because other than that, it's just a waste of money.
I understand.
I don't like to waste money.
I want a man who can save. I like the way you think.
Okay. So we just went into a whole nother conversation then. Okay. What are the standards or the expectation going into a relationship or just in general? Like when you're meeting somebody, so you from a woman's perspective, what are the standards or what are the expectations for men?
Well, I would say, I'm kind of old school in some things. So just being, a provider, being equally yoked, you have to have God in your life for me. a sense of humor, protective. I mean, I really could just go on and on.
Right. We don't. Yeah. 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 We. Yeah.
Yeah. Good hygiene.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
All
okay.
right. I get it. I get it.
You got to do some stuff around the house. I want you to be able to, change, the oil. Well, you don't have to do that much anymore, but you need to be able to change my tire. I want you to be able to be out in this yard, fix some things.
Okay.
Things my daddy did.
Right. Okay. And so that's the direction that I was going to. So if I were in the dating world, what I would look for is like traits that my mother has. It's just like you said, like for women, you look at traits that your father might have had, or if your father went in on whoever that father figure is, or whoever that man is that you look for traits in that. And so I think for me, I would look for traits that my mother has, being supportive. This might be taken out of context.
Say it.
So knowing how to take care of the household. Now, when men say this, it always go to the left. Oh, y'all talk about cooking and cleaning and all that stuff, but I think
house shoes, barefoot and pregnant.
No.
I'm just playing.
No. But that's one of the things for me. Like I like home cooked meals, and if you can't cook,
then what?
It's no for me. When we ask for McDonald's, my mama would say, "We got McDonald's at home." And then my dad would come in the back, the burgers at home better than McDonald's anyway. I'm like, hey, is that really the truth? Or y'all just don't want to? Yeah. So, I mean, I think taking care of things. So being supportive, being loving, nurturing, having a good sense of humor. And I would say being independent, partially being independent. Because sometimes I'm against the whole independent woman movement, because I think it needs to be a unit, but there should be some sort of independence, drive and ambition and and of course God and a woman that allows a man to lead. Because sometimes with the whole independent, with the whole independent woman thing, it's like you don't allow the man to lead. Like the man is not like in front of you.
Submissive.
Yeah, but I think see, you try to be funny.
Submit,
but I think
that's what he said. No, I know what you mean.
But even the word says
you serve and you serve us, we serve you all. It's
right.
I understand.
I mean, even when you look from a biblical aspect, it's like, all right, wives, submit to your husband, but then it says, husband, honor your wife as Christ did the church. You know what I'm saying? So we have a greater responsibility, I think, than you all, because it said, wives submit to your husband, but then it basically said, as husbands, we need to be
over the whole.
Yes, like Christ did the church. You know what I'm saying? And that's huge. I think for us, and I know it's kind of drifted a little bit, so we'll come back. But I think for
okay,
for us, we think of, oh, I wear the pants, I make the money, I end all be all. And like, no, I think if we are going to be like the head, we truly need to do that. We need to be the protector, provider, all that you just said. But what about from this standpoint? Because if you look at social media, it basically says if a woman looks good and her body is good and a man makes good money, that's all you need.
So we've kind of watered it on down, basically, because so our standards held the same now that they were, back in the day, like for men and for women, because it seems like it does seem more superficial for men, that you may only look at, is she thick, or does she have the body that I like? Does she wear makeup, or does she have weaving, or or just is she made up? And you don't necessarily look at all those standards that you just named. And then even or what do you think about that before I go?
As far as what has the standards changed?
Have they shifted?
Yes, absolutely. I can recall when I was younger, like I was raised to be the man of the house. Like it kind of went without being said, but then when I got older, my dad let it be known, like, you need to do this, and this if you're going to be in this position. Right. Like when I was younger, it wasn't making sense to me. I'm like, man, why does this man have me doing all of this? Like, I'm 12. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 12 doing all this. But then as I got older, it's like, all right, I understand. It's like, all right, son, as the man of the house, you need to be able to do X, Y, and Z. Take it a step further. When we were about to get married, and even leading up to the marriage, it was a test that your dad gave me. He wanted to know that I could be able to do X, Y, and Z to be able to support and protect his daughter. He was giving his daughter to me, so he needed to know I was able to be able in that role that we were about to partake in.
Now, with that, I also I feel that we don't look at each other, like I was saying, like the way in the old days, like old school characteristics and those things, those standards that we just mentioned. Like if we I'm trying to think of this in a
right. Because I'm like,
I'm trying to think,
crickets.
Like, I'm trying to think of it to say it in a nice way. So
just say it. I mean, you're trying to say it in a nice way. I mean, just say it.
We want y'all to do the same things that, like, be providers, be the hunters gatherers, like, doing all this stuff. But then women don't want to cook. They don't want to clean.
Yes, I was about to. You right on my street.
That's why I had to think on this.
No, you just say it. Basically, basically what you're saying is, in society, we're always talking about the man needs to do this, and this. But then what do we talk about that the women need to do? Right. Because we always go.
Sorry, ladies.
We always go about, she looks good. She has this. Looks fade. Both parties, looks fade.
But then we only see, now that social media is so prevalent, we look at, social media, TV, all this stuff, and then a lot of women, especially younger ones, think that all they have to do, that's the highest standard, is what I look like on the outside. If y'all come home now and we're working, y'all are working, and you say you want a plate or cleaning up or something like that, we're gonna say I work today too. I'm busy, but then we still want you to do all the same standards of, hey, you need to be a provider. We want you to do all the old school stuff, but then we're not doing the old school stuff.
And really, personally,
some of us, I try my hardest.
I don't care if you look good on IG, Snap, TikTok, whatever other platform. If the inside is nasty, like if your attitude is bad, you not connected with yourself, like if you don't have a relationship with God, then that means nothing. Right. Because at the end of the day, those looks are going to fade. Those likes that you getting, they're going to decline at some point. Then what do you have? And at that point, everybody is still going to be looking at what you showed them, which was only the outside. But if you don't show the inside, that's the part. We don't focus on the inside. We always look at the outside. How many likes is got? Like, I'm missing that because I get 1,000, 2,000 likes. That means nothing because we don't know who you truly are. You could be the nastiest, not nasty like physical. I'm talking about just
on the inside.
Yes, you could be just terrible, but you think because you get a bunch of likes that you're wife material or husband material. Because some men do it too. You think because you got a good physique, but you could be trash.
You're buying things, or men and women right now are using sexuality a lot too, trying to who's the sexiest, who can wear the least amount of clothes, and men want to show their chest or wear their gray sweatpants or doing, all of those kinds of things. And I mean, after many years, what else? I mean, we're not gonna care about those looks, those gray sweatpants, all of that. Like, what is your heart saying? What's your mind saying? So that's why when you think of those standards, like, how important is that to you if all the outside fails? Like, what is really important?
Yeah. I always think about these people who get like in these suffer a major injury or something like that, and their physical is altered for a while. Like, what if that happens? Is that person that you would going to truly stick there with you and love you? Or are they only there because you're good arm candy?
Will you still love me?
Yes.
Oh, thanks, babe. I'll still love you too. Still be there, right there beside you.
Yeah. And I always think about too, if I can't take you to church, if I can't take you home to my parents, and if I can't take you to a reunion, because you're gonna get tested at all three of those, especially the last two. You're gonna get tested at my household.
But especially family reunion.
Oh yeah, that reunion. You're gonna get tested. It's sort of like pledging.
Yeah.
And they gonna check.
For all who have pledged.
Yeah. And you got to think, family don't really care. I mean, yeah, they'll look at you on the outside, but they want to know the inside.
Yes.
And so I think we definitely need to get back to that. So the standards need to be the inside. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, if you can't keep a job, couch potato. Hey, if you hanging on the, if unemployment is your thing, hey, then, hey, if you done hit you a couple PPP
we told
licks,
about the PPP
hey, you going to jail.
To jail.
You know what I'm saying? No, but you definitely need to we just need to get back to those standards that we had before.
And stop depending so much on, like, social media. Yes. Looking at social media and judging each other on social media, through social media.
Yeah, it's like that drives our life. We live in an age where we're defined by social media. People actually get depressed if they are not popping like they should on social media. If your picture only get 20 likes, then you going into depression mode.
Yeah.
These folks don't even know you.
And it's really sad because, a lot of counselors and therapists are saying how high, suicide rates are and depression, amongst, young people all the way up because of social media. But if they cared about themselves and wanted to be the best versions of themselves, more than all of the looks and everything, I think it would be different. Right.
Take the time to truly just know yourself, know your worth. Like I said, we all about the Lord. Get to know God.
Get to know God and
yourself. And if you're struggling, we're advocates for therapists, mental health. Like, go see somebody.
Yeah, go to counseling.
I'll go sit down on that couch in a minute. Whether it's me and her, like, hey, I'm doing whatever it takes to make sure I'm good.
And we're good.
And then we're good. Because if I'm not good, the household ain't good, and then it's just in shambles. You know what I'm saying? Huh? All right, you got anything else?
No, I enjoyed this one.
I know. Hey, shout out to Destin with Intentions. Hit us with the drip for the culture.
Yes.
Shout out to matter of fact, and what we did do.
What?
Shout out to Michael Holloway for the logo.
For the logo.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mike for the logo.
Thank
As
you.
always, New Lab for the visuals. Like we said at the beginning, hit the like button. hit the subscribe button. Share this thing.
We going places.
We trying to go places, and we want y'all to go with us. Go to IG. Follow us there. We done?
Yep.
Hey, may the Lord watch between me. Sorry, that's okay. Hey. Oh, that's a cut. Hey, all right, hey, I'm Wayman.
I'm Robbie.
Hey, this Love Logic Laughter. We'll holla.